Alright, so no matter what we touch on in our third video, we are going to consistently come back to this definition of sustainability. The ability to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Now, we can change that up and we can utilize variations all we want. Good, bad, different diagrams, different options, but it always comes back to that first one and the simple logic that it contains. Our ancestors utilized sustainability practices. I mean, early sun pits are a good example. Not a history lesson though. We're talking about today and today's needs. And we can utilize so much of our own waste to build better lives that it just kind of seems a little ridiculous that we aren't looking at this more seriously in our day-to-day lives without waiting on the government to step in and assist us, as if we need their assistance to survive. And people wonder why their rights are consistently gone. But that's a different rant. So, whether we're talking about greenhouses, wallopinis, which are just sunken greenhouses, aquaponic technologies, aeroponic technologies, or earth ships, we are regardless talking about reducing and lessening the impact of our overall ecological footprint in order to make sure that our children and our children's children have a habitable, healthy, beautiful world to come into. The technologies aren't difficult. It's just a matter of utilizing them. Really, I mean, these pictures demonstrate one thing, if nothing else, right? There are so many different configurations and variations of design that is possible and capable. Everything from the inexpensive straw bales, which it takes nothing to go out and get a few of those, $5, about $10 a piece, I think, to the more complicated and whatever. Like, the tech is there, even for the complicated ones. There's diagrams on here that'll walk you through step by step. Go search the internet. I have so many diagrams on here that really, I'm not going to be able to touch on them all. I just kind of wanted to touch on a few of them. We have underground bunkers, which aren't really bunkers. They're underground homes, which is kind of smart because you are utilizing the ambient temperature of the earth. And hobbit hole or whatever, these things are beautiful. They're gorgeous. They still utilize natural passive solar technology and techniques to bring sunlight into the home. You could do indoor grow rooms based off of nothing but a light tube. Pretty simple process. I mean, this particular home that we're looking at now, start to finish architectural designs and then some actual finished photos of the home itself, which utilizes every aspect of the landscape in which it was built to be a sustainable home that does not leave a negative imprint on the landscape around it. Right here in this particular one, you have some of the benefits of it and some of the ways that it can sustain itself. Doesn't look like much when you first start seeing it, but the finished product is a really gorgeous home. Wouldn't consider that an underground cave or hobbit home or bunker or anything of the sort. It's an expensive home, sure, but they're not all that way. I mean, go directly into the ground. Just do it with your water. You can heat it, you can cool it. Depends on the time of year and what you need. Earthen homes, they provide so much benefit that it's kind of ridiculous. Your house and its roof is really nothing but wasted space, and it doesn't need to be. You could probably grow enough food on a home like this to feed your entire family and not really need much else. And I'm saying that because although it appears they just covered it with some turf. You could do what you wanted to with it. Like, the ability to take a home like this, which is prefab, and then personalize it. I mean, the customization options alone on a house like this would mean that it could in the end be literally anything you wanted it to be from the outside. You can't beat that, and I'd love to have the opportunity to take advantage of that personally. But regardless, there's other options, there's other designs that would fit my house until I have a piece of land where I could do something like that. And so I understand that a lot of these are, oh, can't do that because don't have the land, don't have the space. There's other technologies, there's other things we can do, other ways we can do it. And there's a lot of different options on here, a lot of different viable diagrams. I like this one in particular here. Start to finish, you got the house and the layout and everything set up, and it's all underground. A whole grow room here that's utilizing passive solar and wind technology. Another beautiful underground home that I don't know if it's necessarily sustainable. They're not growing no crops on top of that house, but maybe you just want some animals and you just let them graze right there. Why not? They're family, right? And then of course the home coming up next. I mean, this thing, just a little bubble dome, all blue and glass and finalized right here. And then you look at it from an aerial view and I'm sorry, but that's just cool. That's a nice home. This one right here is pretty cool looking. I wouldn't mind it. But this isn't really about the homes I would like. In the end, this is about homes you guys would like. Technologies that you would like to utilize in your own lives. Maybe you have a construction business, or you have some friends that do, and they're concerned about some of the same issues. You could show them some of these designs. Google some other ones that would fit. It doesn't really matter what it is. It doesn't matter how small the project is. It doesn't matter how insignificant you might think the suggestion is. It's just the act of doing so. The very process of going out and putting it out there. Small, big, it doesn't matter. If we want to change, we've got to create it. And there really is no excuse for us not to be able to do that. When you look at what I was able to collect in just a few minutes spent on Google under sustainable design and architecture. I mean, damn, I'm shocked. And I don't know why new houses aren't being built with this technology no matter where they are. And then again, I'm not shocked because nobody's changing the system. And I'll end this the same way I end all of my videos. Go out there and be the change that you want to see. It's working out pretty well for me. I'm seeing all kinds of gratitude in my life, and I encourage you guys to go out there and be that change and make that difference. You guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed this piece.